You are.
Okay, thanks. I just want to ask you what are you all doing against Julius these 3 games that you weren't doing in the 3 games of the regular season?
It's a secret. I can't tell you completely, but what I can tell you is we turned up the intensity, the physicality, my mentality. I feel like a couple other guys' mentality has definitely changed. Game plan wise, game plan wise, it is what it is. But definitely the things that we needed to change just from a baseline level have been changed. So I'm going to try to continue that myself personally, and I know the team is as well.
Do you sense he's getting frustrated at all?
I really don't care. I hope so.
Okay. Thanks.
Sarah.
Hey, John. Just how much did you feel like you needed to come out and bounce back, just individually after that last game?
Oh yeah, tremendously. Obviously, just from a team perspective, but I feel like I'm letting my team down when I have performances like that. So it's every bone in my body, tonight, egg me on to try to play the right way and be more productive for my team.
Without making you talk about fouls and that stuff too much, is there anything that you adapted from game 2 to game 3?
Yeah, I definitely tried to. I definitely feel like, the last 2 games have been tough for me on the fouling end. I definitely feel like it's, been a mixed bag in how they, let the game be officiated. And I feel like I've taken the bad end on those a couple times. But as I said, it is what it is. I'm just able to, stay out of foul trouble tonight, play a solid game, and try to repeat that.
Last quick one for me. Just what is the feeling like out there when you guys are shooting the way you are in front of a crowd like that you haven't played in front of at home in a while?
Yeah, always great to see the Atlanta faithful. And for me, it always just juices me up just to be out on the court, to hear those fans cheer, to see guys making the right plays and hitting those shots. It just keeps my adrenaline pumping on the defensive end as well as, the offensive end. Just energy, just gives you energy.
Thank you.
Chris Kirshner.
How does Trey's passing ability make your life easier out on the floor?
I mean, when you have a guy that can find open seams, sees them and can make those passes, as you said, it just makes everything easier. I feel like the defense has to respect you and play you honestly when you have a guy who can make all those plays, as well as having guys who can make shots as well. So Trey's an elite playmaker, as we've all come to know, and I'm sort of used to it at this point, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you think he's having the success he's been having on that side of the floor when the Knicks have thrown pretty much everything out there against him defensively?
I mean, firstly, he's ultra talented. You know what I mean? I feel like we all understand that. And I think secondly, as he gets older and his game progresses, he's getting a lot smarter, and he's understanding that everything in the kitchen sink is going to be thrown at him in the playoffs. People have a couple years worth of film and understand his game, so I feel like he understands that and is taking a cerebral approach to the game, and we all love to see that.
Jamila Johnson.
Hey, John. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, Jamel. Appreciate you.
We saw a little bit of that big-to-big connection between you and Clint tonight, and we saw we saw a couple of the lobs you threw to him. What's your relationship with him been like, and how's it grown over the season? And what is it like to play with him and be able to lob it to him like that?
No, yeah, it's great. Obviously, I feel like you guys can tell me, CC and I have great chemistry. He's just a great dude, a happy person, a positive person to be around, and I love giving that energy back to people who do that. So, I feel like we had a connection from the very first moment, and CC is a veteran, seasoned vet at this point, and understands his spots and understands where he likes to be. And for me, it's all about slowing down and finding my teammates. And I just feel like I have a knack for a big connection. Me being a big and CC, being in similar spots and I'm in, I feel like, again, the connection was natural, and I just try to feed off that tonight. He said, look for him. I look for him, and he, we connected on it. So I'm happy about it. So shit, put the C's up.
Thank you.
You got it.
Brandon Harper.
Hey, John, I know you touched on it a little bit. The back and forth with one Julius Randle, the friendly conversations that you all have on the floor. What's it like to be able to use those little antics during each game as fuel when a lot of young teams, it can kind of take away from their confidence. So what's it like to how fun is it to have those friendly conversations with somebody like Julius Randle?
No, I love it. Julius is a great competitor. So I feel like I definitely wouldn't be talking to anybody who's not worthy of it. But I love it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to back down from anybody. I'm just as much of a competitor as anybody, and that gives me juice. That gives me fire. When somebody's out there talking to me just to play that extra, play that much harder, and I love it.
Just a few more. Kevin Chenard.
Hey, John, Jamila asked you about the assist to Clint, but I just wanted to go a little bit further and ask you, when you play with a passer like Trey, do you learn more about passing just from sort of seeing what he does?
Definitely. Excuse me. It's a little tough to make those passes because I just play a different position. But I definitely understand in analyzing those plays along with him, just without the ball. So yeah.
Let's go back to Chris.
Can you explain what happened at the end of the game between you, Reggie, and Trey? What was said, and what did you think of the fans' reaction?
Yeah, I always love the fans' reaction, but nothing happened. Little chippiness. He was staring down my dude. I walked over. Was trying to ease the whatever tension was going on, and I don't know what he felt I was doing, but he shoved me and he got a tech. So he, know if he was upset or. But no words were said. Like I said, it was just a chippy instance, and we head to the line and we make our tech free throw.
As a competitor and on the team that's winning at the time, I mean, does it give you that gratification that you guys are getting under their skin?
Yeah, if that's what you want to say, sure. I definitely feel like that was a frustration moment in that game, and I understand, the crowd, the fouls that we play. It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? On my end, on everybody's end, just as professionals, you got to stay cool and calm and, try to win the game.
Final question from Raphael Haynes.
Hey, what's going on, John? Raphael Haynes with the 3-point conversion.
What up?
Nothing much, man. Wanted to ask you, what was it like to win the Sekou Smith Award tonight before the game? Can you describe that feeling? And was it any type of motivation after that?
Yeah, I mean, it sort of just motivates me to keep my relationship with you all, the media. I was so surprised, when Garen and John told me today that I won it after, practice. They were going to do a little press thing before the game as we did. And, it put a smile on my face because, I do a lot. I take a lot of hard work and time studying and, speaking, trying to speak well. And present myself in a good light to you guys. So I appreciate the love and respect that you guys all voted for me. And I just can be more thankful for another award like that. So thank you to you guys and everybody that voted for myself. So.
Thank you, JC.
All right, Lonnie. See you guys.
The next player to join us will be Clint Capella, who I believe